boys. 19 drivers.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Hello everyone and welcome. Look at this, as Jamie just said, we've got 19 drivers here in Spielberg in Austria for round 9 of the championship. And boy oh boy, Jamie, you're alongside me. What do you expect this afternoon? It promises to be a thrilling session. Well, how close do you think this field's going to be this afternoon?
Quite close. I mean, what? It's only a minute and 6 second, minute 5 second track. I could see what 1.5 seconds split in the entire field, maybe even less to be honest. Maybe like 1.2 covering the top 1 to 19. I think it's gonna be really close and very, very competitive. We've got Michelangelo in the McLaren who is making his return. I think this is his debut actually to 2017 racing, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry, who was that?
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo, okay, so that's all going to be very interesting. Yep, a debut on with us then on an Inside Line Racing for Michelangelo. And Jamie, do you think he's going to be right up the top end, right away, sharp, and fighting for victory?
Yeah, top 3 at least, along with like the likes of Lico Blocks, Beastas, Cliffy will be up there too. ZR Mercedes, who's actually going to qualify for the first time this season. He's driven to the field very well in the last 2 races, and he's battled for the win in Baku, if I remember correctly. He is going to be up there probably for the win, along with X-Chess Revenge. So I think we could see what, a 6-way showdown for the race win today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jeff last week just about holding off the charging ZR Mercedes, if I remember rightly, last week, and that was a real ding-dong battle. It was pardon me, it was like a game of chess, wasn't it? The two drivers battling it out, just waiting for a mistake to happen, but a mistake did not come from Jeff's Revenge, and in the end he was able to hold out for the victory. But yeah, here come the first lap times of the session. Michael Davis has gone quickest, and that's quickly beaten by the man in his home Grand Prix this afternoon.
Oh, that's beaten by Michelangelo, 5.7.
Oh, and it's by some way as well, by 4/10.
Okay.
Michelangelo.
Okay.
Wow. What a way to announce yourself to ILR again after leaving last season, and he returns with a bang, first lap out of the box, and it's a 1.57, some 3.5 tenths quicker than Tao in second. That is magnificent, Jamie, isn't it?
That's incredible. That's incredible. And I have Lico Blocks. I think he was on a slower lap, but he's on the super sauce. I think Shimasi said his lap on the sauce, to be fair. He's in 10th, 1.3 off. And Lico Blocks said his on the super sauce, so maybe it was just a warm-up run, but he is slower at the end of Sector 1. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. Maybe just getting a bit of teething issues out. Beast's leaving it very late, but I guess it's only a 1-minute lap, so I think he can get a lap in, go back out, or come back in and get another lap in. But he did 5 minutes of not running is a bit it's a bit painful in this game with only 12 minutes of qualifying.
Yeah, exactly. It is, of course, from last year. On the last game we had 18 minutes to qualify, which I don't know about you, Jamie, I thought that was just a wee bit too much. I think 12 is too little. I think we should go back to something like 15, maybe 15 minutes, 16 minutes. Or was it? I think
before,
better,
what was it before? 12? No, it was like 15 minutes before, 15? I think.
Yeah, 15 would have been better. But strange. But anyway, Michelangelo is quickest at the moment, a 1 minute 5.789. He's 3/10 quicker than Tao in second. And then, so that's a 1.61 for Tao. We've got a 1.62 for Jeff's Revenge. He's joined on a 1.62 by Michael Davis in fourth. We've got ZR Mercedes in fifth on a 1.63. Cliffy, Jamie, he's making a debut for the ILR today, isn't he? Yep. What do you expect from him?
If it's the right Cliffy I'm thinking about, I can't remember. I know a Cliffy. I just wonder if it is that very Cliffy. Because
I think it is. This guy's rapid.
This guy's rapid. I don't know, but the last Cliffy I remember was very quick too. So he's driving my favorite car from 2017. So hopefully that'll give him some good luck. We've got Beastas on the lap here, as he's arriving at the uphill section at the end of turn 3, end of sector 1. He's on a he's on a 16.5. And Corey is telling me it is the Cliffy I'm thinking about. So yeah, that's the Cliffy that's really rapid.
Yep, sure is. We'll see if he can dip into the 1 minute 5. We did see 1 minute 5s, believe it or not, in ILR3 the other day, I believe. I think it was a 1.59 we saw. So Michelangelo's obviously eclipsed that. I think there was, I think it was a 1.59. And Michelangelo has eclipsed that. And with his 157. I can't remember exactly. I think it was a 159. I'm sure, but
I think it might have been a 5.9 or a 6.1. I can't remember. But
I can't remember. But it's very, very tight at the top. What will Beastas do though, Jamie? Here he comes, round to the final corner. Can Beastas take the challenge to Michelangelo, who's delivered on his return? What will Beastas do? He goes second.
50,000
so far upstaged. So far upstaged by Michelangelo then.
Oh.
1:5.838. And as you say, he's just a fraction shy of the Greek driver. Well, there you go.
Then. Well, we've got the top 13 covered by 1 second. Well, jeez, it's Jack's racing. I had no clue.
Yep, Jack Gooding trying to fly the flag for ILR2.
Well, remember he's ILR3 now.
Yeah, he's in ILR3 now. I think Jack's just taking a side seat now. He's got so much going on at the moment, so he's just going to race when he can, if there's a space available. And he's trying to try his hand in ILR1, so RIP Jack Gooden at the end of the session. Let's be serious here. But a bit of a lull in the action at the moment. But it is Michelangelo on top with a 1:5.789. He's half a tenth quicker than Beastas in second with a 1:5.8. Tao is third on a 1:6.1. Jeff's Revenge is fourth, 1:6.2. Michael Davis also on a 1:6.2 with ZR Mercedes, and Cliffy on a 1:6.3. And then a 1:6.4 for CJ in 8th with Zayed in 9th on a 1:6.5. Little Block's 10th, Jamie, on the super softs with a 1:6.5. Is that a good enough time to go on to Ultras and put yourself in contention?
1:6.5 looks pretty decent on the super softs. And so does a 1:6.7 or 1:6.8 by Shimasi on the softs.
Yeah, that does look quite good. It actually eclipses what Little Blocks has done, doesn't it?
Yeah, by far, yeah, in my opinion it does.
I think we should watch Shimasi because he's on an outlap at the moment, bringing the car into the zone, and he's now put on the supers. So this is quite interesting then from Shimasi. I'm very surprised at this because actually, did he not get caught out in Baku by starting far down the field and had a bit of a nightmare trying to come through? So I thought he would have went for a cleaner race and started higher up with, there's 19 cars in the Grand Prix. It's a very small racetrack, very difficult to negotiate the first part of the lap. So I'm surprised Shimasi has not bolted on a set of ultra soft tires. But here he goes then, out of the final corner, up towards the start line. Shimasi starts a flying lap across the start finish line here at the Red Bull Ring, and then the uphill braking point of turn 1. Through he goes then, all about the exit, and then the big climb up the hill. Turn 2's not really a corner, flat out. And then turn 3, Jamie, probably the best overtaking opportunity in the race, isn't
down the inside. I think it's better than both DRS straights. Getting the move down here is probably your best chance. Because overtaking on this straight is kind of difficult. It requires just a really good exit.
Yep, and he's got that, has Shimasi, as he heads down into the technical part of the racetrack where you really do test the aerodynamic ability of your car. And here comes the Haas then, heading down into this very tricky left-hander. One of the most difficult corners, I think, Jamie.
Yeah,
on the
easily.
Calendar. It's so blind, so blind.
Because of the I don't know if it's a camber of the corner or what, but the entire car just wants to gravitate to the gravel trap on the outside. It's very difficult to get the grip. You're trying to fight both aerodynamic and mechanical grip around that corner, and that's the biggest pain for me on this circuit. And so is this final corner too. Take too much inside curb and you're thrown in the air by that sleeping policeman. As Shimasi comes to line P3 on the super softs.
That's impressive. That's very impressive. Never mind Little Blocks of time. That is a rapid effort from Shimasi, and no wonder he's put the super softs on to start with. That's why, because he's got searing pace on them.
Wow.
Goodness me, Shimasi.
And he's even quicker.
An absolute screamer.
He's even quicker in Sector 1.
By a tenth. Yeah, he had the toe.
And he was
given a toe there. But we need to watch Michelangelo, Jamie. He's in the final part of the lap. Is he about to go even quicker? Here comes the Greek driver on his return to ILR. Into the final corner comes the McLaren. He's heading for the lane. He's currently done a 1:57. Will he go any quicker than that? He does!
Yes, he does.
A 1:56. Oh, where is he finding this time? What a time from Michelangelo to go quickest. Beastas has not had an answer for him, but he's starting another lap now.
You know what? Mike jumped up in the third just ahead of ZR Mercedes, who was initially in third as well. So these times are really starting to crumble. They're coming down really quick.
Final corner. Shimasi's going quicker, Jamie.
Oh, he's up in the grass.
Oh, he's heading for the 1.5s there. He'll be gutted.
He'll be gutted.
Look how tight this is.
Oh my God.
This is incredible. But Michelangelo is just in a class of his own at the moment. What can he do? What can Beastas do? They're all out there. Michael Davis as well. Sarah Mercedes is pitting. Let's go and watch Jeff's Revenge. He's furthest round the racetrack at the moment. He will be coming round the final few corners now. He's gone wide. And surely that's ruined his lap. We'll wait on board and see if he does.
Oh, it did.
He does go up to 4.
He goes up to 4.
5-9. What about Beastas and Michelangelo? Michelangelo in the final corner. Can he go even quicker?
Yes, he can.
Yes, he can! By only 200ths of a
Here
second.
comes Beastas.
That increases the difficulty for Beastas. What can Beastas do? Has he got an answer? No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He's 2 seconds off. I think he's either starting a lap or...
Now, Jamie, Tau, 7th at the moment. 161, a half second away from Michelangelo at his home circuit. The Austrian fans cheering him on here for Ferrari round the final corner. Can Tau climb up the order at all? Yes, he can. He goes up to 6th. A 1-6 flat. Look how close it is.
Jeez,
between so many drivers in this field. Michelangelo has abandoned his lap. Beastas is going again.
I can't even spectate him.
Can he keep up with this?
15 people in the top 1. No, sorry, within 1 second. 15 people.
Wow, unbelievable. Especially, it's even more unbelievable when you see a time like that for Michelangelo, for people to give him a second of that. I mean, here comes Beastas though. Is he about to blitz the lot of them and go even quicker than Michelangelo? It would be taking the biscuit, I would think. That's going very wide, and that is the end of that. Michelangelo, would you believe it, on his return is going to pick up a stunning pole. Not only has Lickleblock's been upstaging Beastas of late, it's Michelangelo's turn, and he pops up to the top of the timesheets with a 1:05.621. Jamie, your thoughts on that? It's a great time. It's a great effort.
A great time, and I knew he was going to be up there too. I'm not even surprised, to be honest, but what takes me by surprise is the fact that Lickleblock's in 15th. I'm not too sure what's happened there, if he bottled his final run or what, but that is not the position he wants to be in at all.
Wow, absolutely unbelievable. Look how tight it is. Look at that. Shimasi then, he ended up 8th quickest, Jamie, on those super softs. What do you think? Do you think he'll be satisfied with that? I mean, it's a great time, but do you think his grid position's okay?
See, here's the weird thing. That time is very, very good. But the problem is the track is so short that the gaps are smaller. So 8th place isn't necessarily the best place to be on the grid. But hey, I don't know, man. It depends on how clean everyone can keep it on the run down the turns 1 and 3. But that's a very impressive time, that's all I can say. The position on the grid though, I'm not too sure.
Well, that's a quick rundown there. Michelangelo, quickest for McLaren on his return, a 1:05.620. Beastas second, some 2:10 shy when you consider the short lap. That's incredible. Michael Davis is third quickest with Jeff's Revenge, 4th for Red Bull. Sarah Mercedes is 5th with Cliffy on his debut in 6th. Tau sits 7th on his home Grand Prix. Shimasi the fastest on the Supers in 8th. Hungry Tadpoles is 9th, and Ace of Pace rounds out the top 10. What a race we're in for tomorrow.
Wow.
Can you pick a winner, Jamie?
Behave. My money's on Michelangelo. My money's on Michelangelo. I think he has what it takes.
Well, it's going to be very intriguing. Everyone in the chat, feel free. You've got the whole information lab to tell us what you think. Anyone sitting there, remember you can vote for your driver of the day as the race goes on as well, and then nominate your driver of the day. But we've got the race coming up, we've got the formation lap coming up. Feel free to let us know who you think will win this race here in Austria today. You're going for Michelangelo then, Jamie?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is I'm hoping, you know, keep Beastas behind, tighten up the championship a bit. I hope.
Well, I'll tell you who I'm going to go for, Jamie, and I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this. I'm going to say Shimasi's going to win it from 8th place.
Oh, you know what? If he stays out of trouble, he could, because he'll just do super soft. Because the 1-stop is quicker than the 2-stop here. From practice.
Well,
against the AI. But I don't know if I can even... I'm just kidding, but you were saying.
Well, I think it's going to be a 1-stop race regardless anyway. I mean, I think the guys on the Supers, the Ultras, are just going to go straight onto a set of softs.
It depends on how long they can take them.
Yeah, there'll be no problems, Jamie. No problems.
No problems, you think?
I've seen an ILR3. No problems. ILR3, they had no issues, and I don't think there'll be any problems here again. It's just interesting to see what Shimasi's going to do, though. He's going to have... how long is it? He's going to go for the two-stop, I think. Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? Shimasi.
Why two-stop?
Why would you start on the super... Well, that's what I think.
No,
he's
because
do.
I don't think people realize
strategy.
the Ultra Softs hit a massive cliff in like 7 laps. From recent looking at the tire data, like the Super Softs will be quicker than the Ultra Softs in 7 laps, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I thought that myself, but you'll never believe it. The man that won the Grand Prix in ILR3 on Thursday night did a 14-lap stint at the start of the race on these Ultra Softs, Jamie.
It's possible, but they're not going to be quicker than the... Remember, because here's the thing. The Super Softs are going to be quicker than the Ultra Softs over 14 laps.
Yeah, probably. Okay. It's going to be interesting. It's a dilemma, isn't it? We've got no idea.
It's dependent. If you're good on tire wear, the Ultra Softs can easily do 14 laps. I'm not saying they can't do 14 laps, but I mean, it's hard to take 14-lap-old Ultra Softs and be quicker than 14-lap-old Super Softs.
Yep.
The one-stop is possible
Sure
in the Ultras, but this track is very dependent on the setup you have. If you have a very high tire wear setup or a TT setup, it's going to be very difficult. It depends. If you set your car for the race, then... Oh, yeah, here we go.
Here we go. Look, they'll get CJ and a few of the cars down the field outside the top 10, Jamie, have actually gone for super softs. One of them, Liam Robbo's gone for softs. We'll find out how those strategies pan out, and everyone else is at the front when the lights go out. And the lights are out now, and we are racing here in Austria. Michelangelo pulls away from pole. Beastars getting alongside on the run into turn 1. Beastars gets the jump. Michael Davis nearly into the back of his teammate as they come out of the first corner. Have they all got through? I think they have. Michael Davis, you say, has damaged his front wing on the way up the hill. Up the hill they go. It's Beastars who gets the jump. The two McLaren second and third. Jeff's Revenge with ZR Mercedes all over the back of him, and Cliffy in sixth. The two Haas cars further down the field, banging wheels and going for a spin. Who was that? That was Asa Pace and Shimasi banging wheels down the back of the field, or in the midfield I should say. But out in front it is Beastars, but only just though, from 0.2 of a second to Michelangelo, Michael Davis and Jeff's Revenge in fourth. Jamie, your thoughts on that start?
That was a very interesting start. That's a very brilliant start by Beastars there. I think Michelangelo, I don't know why Michael Davis broke so late, but he did damage a bit of his wing, but it looks like the entire, yeah, he's lost the cascade element on the left-hand side. I don't know how that's going to play out, but I mean, he's completely under pressure now from Jeff's Jeff's Revenge. Mike has run wide through the final corner, and I think he's probably going to have to... Oh, what's going on back there? As the Toro Rosso defending from the Force India. Everyone trying to get the slipstream down the straight. But yeah, that's not good for Mike. He's losing time to his teammate, and he's well under pressure from the Red Bull now.
Yeah, it really is. Look how close this is. Lickleblocks has come in at the pits for a set of ultras. He's obviously been in a first lap incident, which is a shame for him given how well he's been doing of late. Cliffy though, he did manage to jump ahead of ZR Mercedes from the start. We didn't see how he done it. He then was getting very, very defensive, as we saw there from ZR Mercedes behind. But let's see how this pans out then. What are you going for, Jamie? You think they'll see cars in around lap 7, 8 for a set of soft tyres, or do you think we're going to see cars trying to stretch it out?
Yeah, no, the soft tyres, that's kind of an ask. You have to probably pit in lap 10 to be safe on the softs.
Okay. And don't you think that some people will just try and push the limits a little bit, try and get the undercut, and maybe just push the limits of what's possible?
This track is very heavy on the rear. Whoa. CJ is out. Oh, he's on the wall.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
What has happened to Frisky CJ? I've not seen
and
it yet.
Local Blocks is in 19th on the sauce. What's happened back here?
Yeah, he's just pitted. He's come into the pits. But Frisky CJ, that's a huge hit.
That's a
on
huge
the infield,
shot.
and I think, yeah, that's a classic place to do that, Jamie. As you were saying in qualifying, it's very easy to get pulled over towards that gravel trap, and he's obviously went. No, hold on, that's on the. Oh, that's on the exit.
Here's Jeff down the inside of Mike. Easy as that. Yeah, Mike is losing so much time. Cliffy's now has him in his sights too. I think that damaged wing is really all over the shop. Jack says CJ span off. I think CJ span off in that bit where when you're in sector 3 and he goes to the left, is you know that double left-hander. Yeah. But it's the second left-hander and it goes back to the right. It's very easy to get the rear end out from underneath you.
That's exactly what's happened. And yeah, it's a shame for CJ.
Yeah.
And that's a disaster for him, and he'll be going home with his tail between his legs. Not at all what CJ was hoping for. Meanwhile, out front, Jamie, as you said, Jeff's Revenge has cleared Michael Davis, who is, of course, really struggling with that damaged wing.
Yeah, he's going to have to whoa, the Toro Rosso in the bag, almost putting in the
Cliffy,
wall.
Wow. And now he's going to be under some serious threat from ZR Mercedes behind. He's been threatening him since the start of the Grand Prix, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Since Cliffy got past him. And is there any way through for ZR Mercedes? And meanwhile, out front, Michelangelo is right behind Beastas. The front two making this a two-horse race very quickly, Jamie, aren't they? Meanwhile, Cliffy under threat here from ZR Mercedes. ZR Mercedes goes to the outside. It's very, very close. Cliffy just leaves him enough room, lights up the rears, and somehow, just about, keeps the car in a straight line and the car in fifth
That's
place.
some incredible stuff. Is that our Mercedes looking on the inside? Cliffy defends just a slight bit. Is the Force going to throw it on the inside? Yes, he is.
Look at that.
That's
so
brilliant. That's brilliant racing.
And now Tao in his home race is trying to make a name for himself, trying to get the Austrians on their feet, but there's no sign of it at the moment. He's still frustrated in 7th place, but they're all queuing up behind Cliffy at the moment.
Tao's gone off.
Oh, what happened? Yeah, he has, and he has got the Austrians on his feet.
He saved it and he spun. And I think he got hit.
He's caught somebody else.
Yeah, he caught someone else. There's this very slow-moving Renault as well.
And that's Michael Block's moving out of the way, I think. Is it? No, it's not.
No, I think it's another Renault.
Oh, it's Jack Gooding. Jack Gooding.
It's Jack. Okay. It's looking quite ugly back here. What's going on here? Tao's lost out big time. And now he's well under pressure from Liam on the sauce.
Yeah, and here comes Liam on the inside. He's surely going to make it stick. No, he can't.
I think twice.
So yeah, the Austrians did get in their feet, but for all the wrong reasons. And I think I'm looking into the grandstand, and a few of them are packing up and going home. Tao, what have you done? What have you done, Tao? All the Austrians are going home because you've let them down. Oh dear.
That was I don't know. I think he spun it up on the curb, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, easy to do. As you said again, as you said in qualifying, that you just get pulled out towards the edge of that racetrack onto the curb, and then round he went. He did well to save it and not do a CJ further round the lap, but yeah, good job. He's 14th now, and he's got a real mission in his hands if he wants to really get up to the top end of the points. Meanwhile, at the front, Jamie, we've got Beastas still leading from Michelangelo, who's shadowing him all the way down the hill into the final corner. 5 laps gone, and Michelangelo is looking really racy. This could come down to pit stops. It's not going to be easy to overtake, given that they're so closely matched on speed, Jamie.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing what, 193, the speed trap towards turn 1. That's pretty decent speed, but if he's not catching Beastas that much, Beastas also might be running some low wings himself. So this race might be won in the pits, I think, in my opinion.
Yep, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, Michelangelo's certainly applying the pressure now. That's as close as he's been, isn't it? Right up behind him as they head down the short straight, opening the DRS. Is this a moment to overtake? He's certainly closing in this time, Jamie.
You know what? Oh, yeah, Beastas
does get defensive. Moves to the inside. Michelangelo setting it up. The Greek driver can sense victory and he can smell blood. Can he find a way through past Beastas? And they go into the middle part of the lap. And again, Michelangelo has all got to sit there and wait for his moment for the next lap that comes round, because there's no way through in this middle sector, Jamie, whatsoever, is there?
No, not at all. I mean, no, both of their tires in the same condition. I mean, no one's gonna get the jump on anyone. So I think we're just gonna follow each other and try again through turn 3. And Mike is actually doing, I gotta say, Mike is doing a decent job of holding back Cliffy and Hungry Tadpoles and who is that? Hungry Tadpoles, Cliffy, and ZR Mercedes, yeah. Who's
there's the first pit stop. ZR Mercedes is called for a set, I would think, of soft. We have to stick with Beastas and Michelangelo. We'll see what ZR puts on. But Beastas is really under pressure here. He's certainly finding a match for his pace here, isn't he?
Yeah. And ZR Mercedes is doing a 2-stop, by the way.
Yep, is he going for a set of supers?
He's going for a set of supers, yeah.
We'll see how that pans out for him. The Force India driver trying something different to what I feel is the norm. We'll wait and see. Also, we can see what Shimasi chooses to do. Will he do the 2-stop? You would certainly think so. He's now up to 7th place as Shimasi after he and his teammate bumped early on. His teammate running right behind him. Shimasi 7th, Ace of Pace in 8th. Also, Tao's climbed up a couple of places to 12th. One, of course, in the pits with ZR Mercedes being in, and he's also managed to make a move as well. Beastas really making a big error there. Running wide. And Michelangelo is right there now. Can Michelangelo dive past him into the first corner? Beastas constantly looking in his mirrors.
I've never seen him under pressure before. Very interesting to see how he drives.
Pressure. He's having to defend down the main straight. Look at this. Surely Michelangelo's got to play smart here. He's got 2 chances to set it up for the ultimate move. Down into turn 5, I think, Jamie. That's going to be his best. But look at that, Beastas very wide. But Michelangelo didn't get the best exit either. Beastas feels the need to defend. He goes right onto one side of the racetrack. Now he'll move again for the breaking point. Will he hang him out to dry? What about the cutback for Michelangelo? It's not on. It's well defended by Beastas.
Yeah, but here
Michelangelo can set it up. He moves to the right-hand side of the track again. What will Michelangelo do? Will he try and sweep round the outside? Here comes the McLaren driver. They touch wheels. They touch wheels. And somehow Beastas still stays in front. And this is quickly turning into a Titanic scrap between the front two. Wow. And Jeff's then just clinging onto them. But forget that at the moment. These two are quickly making this pretty personal, Jamie, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wow, that was brilliant.
A bit of wheel banging to spice things up.
Unbelievable.
No, I didn't expect
Michelangelo, we say it though, Jamie, I think that is his best chance, Michelangelo, just getting him into turn 5. I mean, it looks like he's never close enough into 1 or 3. He just has to set it up in 1, set it up in 3, and then get close enough for a run into turn 5. But Beastas so far has had all the answers in his defensive textbook.
Beastas loses a lot of top-end speed, I've noticed. At the end of like turn 1, he gets caught up really quick.
Yep.
I think Michelangelo has a lower drag package. Oh, he faked having a look.
He sure did, and now he's right behind. This is it, Jamie, now, because he's not had to compromise his exit this time, Michelangelo. He's getting the full use of his exit, and I think he's going to do it this time. Beastas again.
Get the brake very late.
He's
Here we
going
go.
to certainly be alongside this time. Will he bang wheels again? He very
nearly
do. He almost runs down the road. And Beastas somehow he's really pushing the limits of what's allowed here.
Yeah.
He's pushing it. Michelangelo, he has to look up the inside now. And Beastas once again gets the elbows out and holds the orange McLaren back.
Wow.
Goodness me.
Nah, this is some incredible stuff.
Superb.
And I just have to say that Michael Davis has lost the position to Cliffy. Cliffy's gone by. And now Michael's unimpressive from Shimasi, who's in 6th now.
He's doing a good job, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's putting in a masterclass. But Beastas is going all the way to the pit wall, jeez.
Yep, in comes Michael Davis. He's going to be doing a 2-stop as well then.
Yeah.
Or will he go into softs? We'll find out. Ace of Peace in 2. And Cliffy in as well. So a lot of action down the pit lane. Let's go down there and have a look at what tyres are going on each car. Cliffy reaches the pit box and he's going for a set of super, so he will stop once more this afternoon. Michael Davis has gone for softs, I think, but he's having to change his wings, so he'll be in there a while. All sorts of action in the pit lane. Tao is in for a set of softs, and Cliffy rejoining. Ace of Pace went for ultras, so he'll be stopping again. So a lot of the field, Jamie,
yeah, a lot
as
of
you
the field
suggested,
is 2-stopping.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that, I really am. So it's going to be really interesting to see what is the best strategy. But look at Ace of Pace, he's managed to jump ahead of ZR Mercedes, and they're going side by side up the hill here for 10th and 11th. Ace of Pace and ZR Mercedes, and Ace of Pace holds on. The super Swede, the man from Scandinavia, holding on at the moment, but ZR Mercedes tucked right up behind him, feeling aggrieved at having lost that place in the pit stops. He goes to the outside now. They get down to the bottom of the hill. Will he try and go right round the outside? It would be some move if he can, especially on the slower tyre. And he's holding on here, right round the outside. Can he pull off what would be a stunning move? No, he can't. They're still side by side. This is brilliant stuff. But Ace of Pace holds on to 10th. And are they still side by side? I think they are. But I think, finally, we can draw some breath from that. And Ace of Pace holds on to 10th. ZR Mercedes in 11th. Lickle Blocks on a recovery drive in 12th. He's got Michael Davis with his brand new wing in 13th. Zayed 14th. Tao in 15th. Having a poor home race. Lyle Blade 16th. Jack Ewing 17th. Hungry Tadpoles at the back. Meanwhile out front, Jimmy, Beastas starting to steady the ship a little bit. Yeah,
8/10 now's the gap. Jeff has closed up a bit, so they must have made a little bit of contact because Jeff took a second out of him.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, Jeff took a second out of those two. Is that what you said there?
Yeah, because the gap was like 3.6. Now it's back to 2.9, but it was a second at one point. I think they may have made a bit of contact or something because now Michelangelo is like just outside attacking range.
And you know what else is interesting?
Michelangelo's coming in.
Look at here. Oh yeah, okay, Michelangelo then. Is this the call for soft tyres or is it the call for a 2-stop? Let's find out what Michelangelo does. In comes the McLaren. Eric Boulier watching on in the pit wall. This has to go like clockwork. This is why they worked so hard over the winter, all through Thursdays, to make sure they get the pit stop right. And it's a set of the ultra soft. No, it's not. Soft.
It's a set of soft.
Again, Soft tyre, so one stop for Michelangelo. Will Beastas do the same? I think he will. Shimasi now up into second. This is his critical phase of the race, Jamie. He has to go like crazy.
Oh, this is where is he going to come out, though? Is he going to come out right behind? He's just right in front of Liam Robo, which is huge. He needs to be able to defend. Robo's
not interested in letting him go with that. He might come up the inside, and this will be really sore for Michelangelo if this happens. He can't allow Liam Robo through. He can't afford to lose time, and he does brilliantly to hold him back, actually. Good job from the Greek driver.
So now what's Beastas going to do? Is he going to come in as well? Surely he must. To be fair, he's keeping a steady gap to Germasi, who's on the super sauce.
I think Beastas might go long here. How long though? It looks like he's carrying on again. No, yeah, he is carrying on.
He's in. He has to.
He's in, sorry.
Yeah, he has to react to that. Did he slow down in time? Whew.
Tell you what, this is going to be close. This is going to be very close. Where is he going to be in relation to Michelangelo? This is going to be interesting. And where will he be in relation to Liam Robbo and Jeff's Revenge as well? Because Jeff's Revenge came in as well, Jamie.
Oh, so
has Jeff's Revenge done enough to jump ahead of Beastas? I wouldn't have thought so. Beastas is coming out of the pits now. Is Beastas staying ahead of Michelangelo first of all?
Oh,
or is there going to be a change of lead?
Is.
Beastas is going to do the business. Only just, but Michelangelo is there on the way up the hill. Is this his best chance then? If he's going to do it, he won't do it in the pit stops. He's going to have to do it on the road.
Yeah, he's going to have to do it on the road.
Can he do it?
This is it.
Can he do it when Beastas' tyres are not up to temperature? You can tell, we can sense it. He runs wide, does Beastas. But still Michelangelo cannot find a way through, and the Greek driver continues to be thwarted. Oh, this is going to be a tight. This is going to be a classic, Jamie, isn't it? This has got all the makings of a classic.
They're catching up to Hayden at a rate, though. I think Michelangelo's best chance is having Beastas catch traffic.
Yeah, exactly, and that's happening very soon, unless these guys feel the need to come in, which they might. So of course, Shimasi, Stanley, and Hayden, all of those drivers are stretching out a set of super softs that they started on long, and they're going to. What would you think, Jamie? They're going this long into the race. Do you think they're going to go with 2 ultra soft runs to the end, or do you think they're going to go with a set of softs to the end?
A set of softs to the end easily. It'd be silly to do 2 ultra softs to the end. You'd lose too much time. Oh, Jeff is the fastest man on track at the moment. What's the gap now? It's 2.0. So he caught up by a net 0.9 after all this. And he was held up by Liam. Oh no, you know what? They're teammates. I think Liam Robo let Jeff through.
Okay, well that's very kind of him. Liam Robo obviously tried his best to get ahead of Michelangelo and Beastas and make it really help Jeff get at them. But I think he will get to them. Jeff will come to them.
Yeah, Jeff is actually closing that gap now. 1.8 is that gap.
And it's only going to close further, Jamie, because these guys are coming up to Stanley and Hayden rapidly.
Oh yeah, that's going to help Jeff a lot.
Jeff's Revenge will be into the shout here.
Maybe Beastas can't turn on the softs, or what's going on? Because Michelangelo's all over the back of him.
Oh, Beastas error! Beastas error! Is this the moment? Beastas runs wide! They go side by side! Oh, and I think the only thing saving Beastas from defeat there was the fact that he's not in a serious overtaking area of the track. Michelangelo swallowing all over the back of him like a buzzing bee.
How the hell did he not?
Diving right.
He hit the sleeping policeman curbs. How did he not bin it?
I don't know, but Jeff's Revenge is only 1.3 back now.
Several cars coming in. 1.3. Several cars coming in. So Hayden's still out. Hayden's his teammate, though. Is he going to just let him through?
He's going to throw a spanner into the works, I would think. It might be too late to let him through, because Michelangelo's coming past right now. Michelangelo, is this the moment? Beastas breaks late. He does a Rosberg, but he gets the cut back from
Michelangelo down the inside.
Banging wheels, Michelangelo. Is this the moment he takes the lead away from Beastas? Hayden's right in front of them. Beastas might get a chance to come back here if he does make the move. Beastas very late in the brakes. They bang wheels for the 3rd time down there.
Oh my
still
goodness.
Side by side. Michelangelo, hand out of the cockpit. They still go side by side. It's like a heavyweight boxing match. Joshua Klitschko, Michelangelo, Beastas. What a fight. And Beastas stays ahead. Stamps his foot down on the table, down on the floor, and he says, I'm the king of ILR1. Get lost. Brilliant.
Oh my God.
Absolutely brilliant.
That was brilliant action. That was absolutely brilliant action. Man, I swallowed my heart.
Behind them. And look who's behind them.
Here's Jeff's Revenge. 0.7 behind now. Oh my word. Surely Hayden must be thinking, let me get out of the way. What's going on here? Michelangelo must be his team and team principal must be banging his fist in the pit wall. How did he not get the move down to turn 3? I think there's another chance for Michelangelo. Is he gonna try? Beastas defends to the inside.
Cut back, cut back, cut back. Here it comes. Beastas brilliantly parks
Beastas
on the
was not able
apex.
to
That was
turn
expert
those
driving.
Jeff's Revenge all over the back of Michelangelo.
This is unbelievable.
Is Jeff going to get Mike before Mike gets Beastas? That's the question, because Hayden's going to back everyone up. This isn't a sector where you can overtake.
If Hayden's clever and Williams are clever, they have to try and let Beastas through now and then hold them back. That's
I don't think it's going to happen.
But it's so difficult to do that because Michelangelo is tucked right up behind them. Look at the four of them. And look at Jeff's Revenge in the background bouncing over the sleeping policeman. Somehow the suspension stays intact. What is Hayden going to do next?
He's going to pull up
Hayden
this
moves
side.
aside. He's going to try and slot in between. Can he slot in between? He can. He nearly runs Michelangelo off the road. And then runs wide. They're side by side. And Michelangelo barges his way through. And so will Jeff's Revenge. Hayden,
oh my
he tried his best, but his best wasn't enough. Michelangelo was having absolutely none of it. He bars them aside, and the Greek driver moves up into second place. Jeff's Revenge now gets his elbows out and also finds a way past Hayden.
Jeez, he tried to split himself in between.
Insane.
Oh,
this is insane.
He brought Beastas some breathing room, but Beastas can't turn on those softs, I don't think, because the gap is just going back down again.
Oh my goodness. How good is this? How good is this?
Oh my god, man. We're not even halfway through yet. I'm on the edge of my seat. Yeah, they've won the gap. It's 0.9 back down to 0.7. It's closing in pretty quickly.
Yep, it is. Look, there's absolutely no doubt about it. Beastas does not have the speed to match Michelangelo. He might have the speed to match Jeff's Revenge, but when these two battle, Jeff's Revenge is going to be on. You know what I mean? He's going to be there.
He's going to be right there.
So they've all got a chance of winning it. I think it's going to be between these three. I do think it will be one of those three. I don't think Cliff will get there quick enough.
The two-stopping Cliffy has taken 3/10 in that sector, though. He's flying.
Well, Hayden's
he's 1.7 now. He's taken 5/10 in that sector alone. He's catching up to this battle for first two. He's on a two-stop, albeit, but everyone's running wide. Jeez, Beastas, Michelangelo, and Jeff's Revenge running well off into the Austrian flag at turn 1. But, let's see, Cliffy lost some time, though. I believe.
Wonder how Shimasi's progress is. We might have as well have a look at that. He is 13.4, Shimasi, off the lead of the Grand Prix. He did fit softs, Jamie, to go to the end of the race. Will he have enough, or a better tyre life than everyone else to catch them? I don't think so. I think he's got too much to ask for. He's got too much to do, given his grid position. Well, watch, though. If these guys start battling at the front, there's every chance his fresh softs could pop up at the end and surprise them all, but I can't imagine it. I think he's too far back. Would that be a fair comment, Jamie?
Yeah, it'd be a fair comment, I'd say. So yeah, I'm just watching the gap, monitoring the gap here between Beastas and Michelangelo. It is closing, so I guess he can't get those softs to work. Jeff's Revenge is starting to fall off just a bit, and so is Cliffy. So I think it's going back to just the battle for first between Beastas and Michelangelo, especially since it's not helping Jeff that he's now outside of second, because Michelangelo keeps slipstreaming Beastas, and that's just not helping the Red Bull driver at all.
Yep.
I think it's going to go back to being the battle for first between the first and second. But that was an incredible couple laps.
Yeah, it was. It really has been brilliant. We're getting it in small doses, but that's what we like, because we like to keep our breath intact.
Oh,
we like
yeah.
to keep our voice intact. But it's been absolutely relentless when they went side by side, and it has been on the limit of what is acceptable. They've rubbed tyres on many occasions, trading tyre wall paint.
Oh, and, yeah, basically.
Beastas again is now back to that situation where he's going to be looking in his mirrors constantly. That 8/10 gap that he had, thanks to his teammate trying to get in the way a little bit, has evaporated back down to 3/10, and this is it's gone. Was he in the wall?
Let's take a look.
Yeah, he has. Final corner. Is that going to be a safety car?
Whoa, yeah, the entire suspension's completely off the salver. But remember, in this game, the safety car doesn't come out unless it's not needed. As Michelangelo is following Beastas through, the gap is now down to a quarter of a second. Wow, look at the debris of the salver all over the track. Surely that must be a safety car.
No sign yet, though, from Charlie White, and I think he better get a move on and push some buttons up in race control.
Yeah,
but there's no sign of it yet. I think Michelangelo also needs to push some buttons, some
push to
fuel
overtake
mixture buttons to find a way past. Yeah, here we go then. Beastas gets defensive once again. Michelangelo, he's in rich fuel mix. We can tell you that right now. Is he going to have a look up the inside? No, he's not. Beastas under more pressure. Michelangelo was perfect on the apex there. Beastas a foot or so off it.
Oh, ZR Mercedes.
ZR Mercedes.
Oh, the Force India's the front wheel is just bent out of proportion. He must have spun coming out of turn 1.
Yeah, he has had a crash there on Mercedes and coming out of turn 1. But Michelangelo there, Jamie, was trying to duck and dive. He was trying the dummy move again at turn 5. But yes, there on Mercedes, as you're saying, is clearly just lost it on the exit of turn 1, spun the rear tyres up and gone into the infield, hasn't he?
Yeah, and that's basically his race done with, which is a massive shame there.
Oh, look how close he is,
Look
Jamie.
how close this is. Beastas must be saving fuel through Sector 3. Yeah. I think I've seen it.
He has to. He has to. He's got 0.2 fuel.
Oh, that's what's been going on.
Michelangelo's got 2.7 laps of fuel to use up, so he's in the box seat here in terms of fuel. Beastas feels the need to defend on the pit straight. Can Michelangelo go right down the outside into turn 1? No way through yet, but this is it now. This has got to be it now. Jeff's Revenge is closing as well, but if they two collide, he can break the bottom door. Jeff's Revenge will walk through the front door. They go side by side again. Beastas defends once again. Michelangelo tries to lock me round. They trade paint once again, and Beastas somehow holds the lead again. Somehow they go side by side again, and still the outside is where Michelangelo is forced to go. Can he outbreak the Williams this time? He looks like he's ahead. Somehow Beastas sticks it up the inside. Here comes Jeff's Revenge. He's going to storm his way through. Very, very nearly.
Very nearly.
This is unbelievable.
Nah, I gotta say, Beastas putting on a defensive masterclass. Jeez.
He really is. He's constantly finding the right side of the track to put his car to make Michelangelo go the long way around.
Michelangelo needs to
switch. Front 3 covered by 810s.
He needs to switch his brake bias all the way to the front and go for a dive somewhere. I think his best chance is actually diving at turn 4, not turn 3. Because that's where Beastas keeps getting the bad exit. He needs to get the right side of Beastas' car, because Beastas knows exactly where to put his car when he's defending. Here we go, up to turn 1 again. Beastas goes defensive. Michelangelo better brake early, try to get the switch back, or he's going to try to go around the outside. I think he tried to set him up for a switch back.
He's going to have to watch from behind. Jeff's Revenge has got a better run, and all of a sudden, from looking at the lead, he's looking at third place here. Jeff's Revenge, out of nowhere, can the Red Bull car find a way past on Michelangelo?
Yes, he did. He's trying to go around the Beastas.
He can. Oh, brilliant.
Surely not.
He finds a way past Michelangelo. He tries to be greedy and take Beastas as well. Beastas is having none of it, just as he had none of it for Michelangelo. They're going to go 3 wide onto the brakes. Beastas somehow holds on. Jeff's Revenge going right around the outside.
No way.
What Michelangelo can't do and go past into the lead.
No way.
Jeff's Revenge on the inside. Oh, unbelievable.
No.
Still side by side.
No
Jeff's
way.
Revenge does it. Oh, they're still there, but Jeff's Revenge has just got off the move of the season.
What?
That's it. Ben the awards. Ben the Overtake awards. Give it to Jeff's Revenge now. Give it to Jeff's Revenge now. Jack Gooding put it in the post. That is stunning from Jeff's Revenge. Michelangelo tried and tried and tried for 22 laps, but Jeff's Revenge came along and took the pair of them in 1 lap. Absolutely incredible. Jamie, Jeff's Revenge is wide, and the 2 of them will be on him again.
How has he done that?
This is unbelievable.
What a move! Both of them in the corner. Series of 2 corners. Jeff defends the Beastas. Beastas goes down the inside. Both of them run wide. Michelangelo the lead of the race. Oh my word! Oh my word! Oh my god!
They're not happy down at Red Bull about that one. Beastas might get a slap in the wrist from the stewards for that. And Michelangelo takes the lead, and I have to say, Jamie, is this where he disappears? I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if Jeff actually has the pace to take on Michelangelo. I don't know. You never know. It's too close to call. Cliffy has cut the gap from 3.0 to 1.4, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch up any more than that. But that was some absolutely ridiculous action. Oh my god. That's probably the best action I've ever seen in ILR history. Oh my god.
The best action I've seen in Formula 1 history. Since Codemasters F1 2010, I don't think I've seen anything like that. I really don't think I have.
Nah,
so
that was...
If you guys in the comments have got anything to say, just say it, because I'm running out of words. I'm running out of words to describe this. Absolutely unbelievable.
Nah, that's something else. I've never seen racing like that in my life. Beastas is surely gonna be banging his fist in the pit wall. How did he come out third? Or his team engineer is gonna be banging his fist in the pit wall? Because how did he come out third after all that? That's the question. Now Michelangelo's gonna gun it. I think he is the quickest car on the track, at least on the softs. So Beastas is going to be definitely trying to put that Red Bull under some pressure. His head must be gone though. Jeff had some cheeky defensive move into turn 3, and Beastas, I think the both of them just ran off the track, and I guess that's the easiest overtake in the world for Michelangelo there. But I'm sorry, that was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was, and I have to say, Jamie, I think what we were expecting Jeff's Revenge to do was make a move that Michelangelo just made to take the lead. The two leaders scrapping the hard, and then Jeff's Revenge walked through the door. But no, Jeff's Revenge wasn't interested in hanging about for that. He just went storming around the outside of the pair of them. Absolutely unbelievable. He does Michelangelo in the brakes at turn 3, and then decides to do Beastass round the outside, at turn 5, completing it into 6.
I think Beastass was too busy. I don't think he realized that Jeff was coming for him, because I think he was defending from Michelangelo, but that left the braking zone because Jeff was going the outside. So when Beastass went defensive, Jeff had a clean racing line basically to go around the outside of Michelangelo and almost get Beastass in the same corner. Nah, that's incredible. That's a brilliant piece of driving if I've ever seen anything like it. That is unbelievable.
I cannot believe the quality of the racing. Jack Gooden did warn me that it was going to be like this, but I didn't expect it to be just like this. I haven't even buckled my seatbelt in for this season, but I think I better start doing it. This is unbelievable roller coaster stuff. Cliffy's running in 4th now as it all begins to calm down a little. Shimasi is, what, 12.8 off the lead. I think his strategy has not worked, Jamie. I think the super soft starting tyre, moving on to softs, just was not the right call.
It was either that or the fact that it was starting in 8th that killed it too.
Yeah, but the fact he started in 8th was because he was on the slower tyre.
He was on the slower tyre, yeah. I think the ultra softs are better tyre to be on.
Yeah, ultra soft softs looks like the strategy, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the better strategy. It really depends though on how you can make those tires last. Nah, that was some unbelievable racing. I still can't get over that.
I cannot believe it. But Michelangelo now, Jamie, he's in the lead. He's pulled 2.5 seconds to Jeff's Revenge in 2nd, and I have to say, he's looking pretty handy now for this victory. 10 laps to go, Michelangelo.
15 minutes of just hopefully him trying to keep it out in front. Less than 15 minutes. If he can keep that to the end, he's safe. But Beastass' head must be gone. I mean, he's all over the back of Jeff, but Jeff has just too much straight line speed. Remember, I think, Beastass has to save fuel. No, actually, both of them have to save fuel.
Yeah, they do, yeah. That's why Michelangelo's pulling away. He's got that much fuel he can burn.
Yeah, he's got that much fuel, he can just burn it. He's flicking between Rich and, he's gone. Cliffy, I don't know if he's gonna...
You want to know what I think? I mean, I want to ask the guys in the comments. See that iconic moment there of Jeff's Revenge making the move on Michelangelo and Beastass. I want to ask everyone in the comments what they compare that to real life F1. But see if you're asking me, Jeff's Revenge making those moves was like Montoya on Schumacher at turn 1 in the 2001 race in Brazil, where he had no regard for the reputation of who he was racing with. And that's exactly what Jeff's Revenge showed there.
Yes.
Some incredible skills to just barge them aside and say, I'm the number 1, move aside. And it only took... Oh, hold on, here goes Beastass, Jamie.
Hold on.
Round the outside, and Jeff's Revenge bangs wheels. They're trading paint. They'll have no paint left on those cars. And Jeff's Revenge does to Beastass. He does to Beastass what Beastass did to him earlier on. Yeah, that's what I think.
That's basically what I've just done to each other. I think these two have a bit of on-track beef, basically trading paint with each other down to turn 3. But that was incredible.
Absolutely brilliant. Jeff's Revenge, though. Can he hold on from Beastass? It would be a great result for him, Jamie, to follow up that victory in Baku, wouldn't it? Because we didn't really rate his chances. We didn't rate his chances to beat Angelo and Beastass today, and he certainly put up a good fight, and arguably would have stayed there if it wasn't for some questionable moves in the braking... not moves in the braking zone, some questionable driving at the... well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It was a bit rough. It was a bit rough. I'm not going to go any further than that, because I don't want to spoil how good it's been up to now. But Michelangelo leads by now 4 seconds, Jimmy. He really has stretched that advantage out.
He's using all that fuel. He's using all that fuel. That helps him so much. Because Beastass can barely attack Jeff because, Beastass is in Rich and still not catching Jeff. But Jeff goes defensive. I don't think Beastass has enough momentum to pull on the outside, so Jeff is going to hold his position. Beastass is very close though. Hold on.
He's got to run, and Jeff's Revenge knows it. He goes defensive to the inside. It's just the moment Beastass moves back into 2nd. Can he swarm right round the outside of Jeff's Revenge and do what Jeff did to him earlier in the race? Jeff knows what's possible round there, and again just pushes him out and says, no, Beastass, you're not doing to me what I did to you. Go away. I'm holding on to 2nd. You're staying in 3rd. Yeah. So it's getting to that time in the Grand Prix, but I've got to ask the people in the comments. I know there's a lot of people watching this Grand Prix with intrigue because it's been fantastic. I want to ask you guys in the comments to nominate your driver of the day. I mean, do you go any further than Michelangelo, do you? I mean, Michelangelo, Jeff's Revenge, Beastass, the front 3 have all got to be considered, don't they?
Oh yeah, easily. And Stanley's in a strong P4, you know, I'll give him that. I haven't actually noticed that.
P5.
or P5, sorry. He's in a strong P5 in that sour, but he's being caught by Cliffy at about a tenth every couple of corners. I gotta say though, it's been amazing. We have a peak 53 viewers as Beastas is trying to look around the outside of Jeff's Revenge. Does he do it? No, he doesn't. But here we go again. He's right in the diffuser of Jeff here. Opens the DRS wide open. Jeff knows he's under threat. Goes defensive. Beastas goes to the outside. Is he going to try and sweep around the outside of the turn 4? I've got a bad camera angle here. As he tries to go around this, Jeff going to push him out wide again. Yeah, but that's a bit cheeky there. That was a bit cheeky there. Beastas going to lose a lot of time, and that's probably going to be looked into by the stewards there. That was a bit cheeky. I can understand if it was on the curb, but Beastas actually went on the grass. So, we'll see what happens there. I
agree. I totally agree, Jamie. I think that was beyond what's acceptable from Jeff. But at the same time, the two of them have been heading off the track at turn 3 together for a little Sunday drive, haven't they?
Yeah,
a couple of times. So,
yeah.
It's been rough and ready at times as Jack Gooden finally retires from the Grand Prix. He's pulled in.
Yeah, he's pulled in.
But yeah, Jeff and Beastas, I don't think we've seen the end of this battle. We've been here before many a times with these two in this race, and I think it will continue. But I think Beastas is going to have to try and get his car on the inside somehow. It's not going to be easy.
Oh,
it really isn't.
Here's Cliffy, and there's a yellow flag in sectors 1 and 2.
Oh, look at Stanley's right on him.
Yeah, here we go. Cliffy and Stanley. Stanley, will he go to the inside to defend? Yes, he does. Cliffy's going to be forced to go the long way around. Both of them into the heavy braking zone. Does Cliffy go around the outside? He's in the ultimate. He's on the ultra softs. Wow! Right, easy as that. Easy as that. What a move! No nonsense. No nonsense. Unbelievable. What a move.
That was classy. That oozed class from Cliffy, and that's why he's joined ILR to show what he can do. And that was absolutely wonderful. Hungry Tadpoles is now retired. That makes us up to 5. He's lost the front wing as well, so he's dropped right down. But Michelangelo now has a 6.6 second lead. But that was superb from Cliffy, wasn't it? Absolutely lovely. Simply lovely, in the words of Max Verstappen, I think that's what he said.
Simply lovely.
Yeah, Stanley's up 6 from his starting position, Jamie, so he'll be delighted with that. He is, of course, a contender for driver of the day. Liam Robbo, another one, he's up 10 places from 18th to 8th, so he's done a great job. Yeah, but Michelangelo, Jeff's Revenge, Beastas, it's Cliffy on his debut, Stanley, Liam Robbo, all contenders for driver of the day. Hayden's in the punch as well, given he was down in 17th. So yeah, a lot of good names to be thrown into the hat, so we're interested to see what people think. But lovely move from Cliffy, wasn't it?
Oh, brilliant. Very clean, very nice to look at, very calming on the eyes. And what I was trying to say earlier too, before Beastas was trying to go on the outside of Jeff, is that we have a peak 55 viewers. So I think that's probably the most we've ever seen in ILR. That's incredible.
Superb. Great to see, fantastic. Make sure you join us next week when we go to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix, the next instalment of this titanic battle between Michelangelo, Jeff Revenge and Beastas. I'm pretty sure when Shumasi switches up his strategy a little bit and Cliffy finds a few more tens, it'll be a 5-car fight quite easily. Because we know Shumasi is capable when he's on the alternate or on a preferred strategy, because he's just not got it right today, hasn't he? Super softs to soft just wasn't the way to go. It was ultras to softs. That was the strategy. And as a result of his super soft starting tyre, it meant he had a poor grid position. But here we go again, round 8 or maybe 9 of this heavyweight boxing match between Jeff's Revenge and Beastas, Jamie.
Yeah,
Can Beastas get to the inside? That's what he needs to do. He just has to get his car up the inside. Is it worth?
I don't know if he's going to have a chance though.
Late move?
Because Jeff has a lot more fuel left in reserve than Beastas. I don't know why it's glitching in and out, but it says Beastas' point keeps going up.
There's the one we were talking about! Beastas does get his car to the inside, just as we were hoping for! Take that, Jeff Revenge! Oh, beautiful! I gotta give him that. We have seen a masterclass of racing here today. Some of the racecraft has been stunning. What a move that is!
What a move by Beastas.
He's been fed up getting hung out in the Oh, absolutely beautiful.
Where did that come from?
That came from a pair of balls. That's where that came from. Beautiful. Oh yes. I think he was getting fed up getting hung out in the washing line, so he thought, you know what? I'll stick you in the washing line. Beautiful stuff from Beastas. It's too late to go after Michelangelo, but it was absolutely lovely. And
I don't know how long he can hold it. Well, because Beastas is in trouble with his fuel.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. But so is Jeff's Revenge. He's not much better off, Jamie.
He's not much better off, but hey, any difference counts. I mean, what, 0.1 is enough for a straight?
Yeah, I'd say so. There's not much in it, though. Oh, but that was a beautiful move. It really was from Beastas. And you've got to give Jeff's Revenge credit for seeing that one coming, don't you? I mean,
oh yeah,
that was very late from Beastas. And Jeff's Revenge, he just had to alter his turning in, his steering, and through went Beastas. And we got a yellow flag in sector 3. I hope it's not Michelangelo. No, it's not.
I hope not.
I don't know who it is. Tao. Oh no, home race. Not a good day.
Not a good day. He's lost part of the wing.
He's packing up.
Yeah, he's parking up.
I feel for him. You got to feel for him, Jamie. A home race here in Austria, hoping for the best result, and it's just not worked out. And there they are, the Austrian flags packing up and going home. Not what he was hoping for.
Not what he was hoping for. Tell you what though, Jeff is still over the back of Beastas here. Beastas feels he needs to defend all the way to the pit wall again.
Jack Gooding's just on inside line racing. I've just said in the comments that I need to lie down. You're right, but unfortunately I've got ILR2 to race next.
Oh.
Me and Jamie both need to lie down.
Yeah,
you know what, Jamie? We'll just sit and catering.
Oh,
Jeff's Revenge on the inside.
Jeff! No, but he's blown the braking zone.
Beastas will be back through. Beastas will be back through, and sure he is. There you go. I think me and you need to sit in catering for qualifying to regather our breath, Jamie, for qualifying for ILR2. So if anyone watching wants to watch ILR2, that's up next, right away, straight after this almost. It's like Super Sunday, isn't it, Jamie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but say you have one race in ILR1. Oh, don't worry, another classic's coming on straight after it. It's ILR2, the league below, but don't think they can't race, and don't think they're not having a good battle out there as well. They're even closer on pace, aren't they?
I think over the field, I think ILR2 is a smaller gap between
so be sure to watch that if
drivers.
you're first time viewers. I know we've got 56 viewers, or peaking at around 55, 56 viewers, so make sure you watch ILR2. Goodness me, great to see, great advert for the league, and these drivers at the front especially are putting on a great show as Tao now leaves his home circuit and heads back to his house about 20 minutes down the road. So a shame for Tao, but let's have a quick rundown on this penultimate lap of what has been, in my opinion, an ILR1 classic. Michelangelo leads the way then. He lost the lead at the start. He then went on with a huge ding-dong battle with Beastas and Jeff's Revenge before coming out on top when Beastas and Jeff went side by side. He now leads and is led by, for the last 10 or so laps, he's opened the gap out to 8.2. Beastas is second. He's defending hard from Jeff's Revenge, who sits third. Shimase up to fourth, having started on the super softs. Cliffy is fifth on his debut with Stanley putting in a great job in sixth, but he's now under pressure, Jamie, from Ace of Pace in seventh and Liam Robbo in eighth. Here in ninth, Little Block's getting the final point. So that looks like the one to watch. Obviously, Beastas, Jeff's Revenge is a good battle, but Stanley, Jamie, starting to come under some threat, and he might not hold on to that sixth until the end. He'll be praying for the checker flag.
Oh yeah, here we go. With Liam Robbo closing in too. But he's still kind of far off, to be fair. That gap was about the same since lap 26, I think. I can't remember.
Well, if Ace of Pace can get involved, that might help Liam Robbo to get closer. Another solid score, I suppose, for Haas today, with Shimase in fourth and Ace of Pace in seventh. They'll be looking to get a few more points on the board, though. And what can Ace of Pace do as he gets tucked up behind Stanley, going down the start-finish straight towards the first corner? The final lap of the Grand Prix has started. Michelangelo is on his way round. He's got an 8.8 second lead. What can Ace of Pace do about Stanley on this final lap? This is one of two opportunities to find a way past the Swedish driver behind the Swiss driver as they climb the hill towards turn 3. Well, he's sending one up the inside. No, he won't, but he can set it up. Turns in and then heads out of here, squatting the throttle. A huge kick of oversteer for Ace of Pace, but it doesn't look likely.
Yeah.
It doesn't look likely. And we have to switch to Michelangelo, who's coming round the final few corners. He's been in the wars, he's been battling all race long with Beastas and Jeff's Revenge, but it's the Greek driver on his ILR return who picks up the victory in a classic here in Austria. Michelangelo wins a classic. What a race. Beastas has been put in his place today. He comes home second with Jeff's Revenge, wondering what might have been in third. Shimase in the end, not that far back in fourth. Cliffy is going to be fifth, and Stanley, by the looks of it, Jamie, as we watch him coming round the final few corners, is just going to hold on for a super sixth. And I think the guys in the Sauber garage are going to be pretty delighted with that.
Oh yeah.
What a race. What a race.
What a race that has been.
Where do you go? Where do you go? Who do you go for? Jamie, I want to hear who you think.
Ah, man, Local Boss came home in 10th. Oh dear. I have to say probably, I don't know, man. I'd like to say I'd say Michelangelo for winning, getting pole in his debut, his return debut, I should say. It's been a strong result for him. And I'd also like I'm gonna say it's Michelangelo, even though I really want to say Jeff because of that double overtake. Oh,
I want to say Michelangelo, and I want to give Stanley an honourable mention. That's a good result for him, and Liam Robble giving out where he started. But yeah, I have to agree. Michelangelo did the business today, and he's my driver of the day as well. The Greek man on his return to ILR puts in a stunning show, and they're all going to be out to catch him at Silverstone next week. Be sure to watch that one. But look at that! What a podium that is. That oozes class, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh yes, sir. And sorry, one moment. I was just checking the stream here. I was looking for driver of the day, but that's looking like a very different chat. Anyways, it's been a pretty strong result by Michelangelo. He wins by 8.5 seconds. So he really did have the pace. B-Stats is well off ever since his fuel problems started to settle in very early in the race. Shout out to Jeff for that double overtake. He comes home in third. Shimasi 14 seconds off in P4. I guess it's not that bad a result. Cliffy in fifth. And Stanley a strong result in sixth. Asa Pace comes home seventh. Liam Robo eighth. Heat in ninth. And Liquor Box rounds out the top 10. And any other words you want to put on, Andy?
Yeah, I have to say, everyone, make sure you're here next week and tune in for the British Grand Prix in Silverstone, because I'm sure you'll all agree, all 60 odd of you watching, it was an absolute classic. A great advert for the league, and Jamie and I now need to go off for ILR2. That's up next. Be sure to tune in for ILR2 in Austria, coming up in about 20 minutes time, 7 PM start. But for us in ILR1, it's all over. We'll see you next week, me and Jamie, as we go for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, guys.